Howdy peeps, Bitsu here, and welcome to the next installment of Bitszucraft. In today's episode, we're going to finish up the old AFK sheep farm we started last time, make it look a little bit prettier, hopefully, get it functioning properly, and most importantly, get a storage system in place for all that wool, and make it AFKable, because right now it's just a sheep river. Alrighty, let's get to her. Oh wow, guys. Have you ever had one of those days where you just feel like a complete idiot? Yeah, I'm having one of those right now. I realized that all of these sheep here, now that the pens are open and they're allowed to wander around, they're going to have enough space that they can despawn. So, to prevent that, I have gone around and I haven't really gone around. I'm standing here with a stack of name tags and I'm renaming them all Jeb. Why Jeb? Well, because look, that's the awesome, cool rainbow sheep thing happening. That's pretty sweet. That way I figured it would be really easy for me to tell which ones I have named and which ones I have not. So that way I'm going to be sure not to miss any of them. And now that I'm standing here recording, they seem to have stopped moving. Awesome. Come on guys, move your butts. Anyway, I'm going to get them all named, and then I'll be able to continue with my cleaning up my own messes. Hooray! I'll see you guys in a tick. Ugh, it's still one of those days. Ugh, I feel like a complete dummy right now. I was standing here AFK just to let these guys kind of derp around into each other and kind of spread out a little bit thinner. And I got bored with that, so I spent some time trying to pull some more sheep into here. And I forgot something really blatantly obvious that should have been something I thought of. Yeah, I had an Enderman get in here and do some redecorating. Lifting up the dirt blocks and moving them around, and like half of these sheep escaped. They were all over the stinking place because up here was just a big wide open thing. So I've come around and I've slabbed off the whole area. So yeah, there's no chance of any Enderman getting in here anymore. And like this whole perimeter here is all a bottom half slab, so nothing can spawn here. And all of these are covered, and also threw in a whole whack load of light just to be doubly sure. Plus, I think the light might help the grass grow, because I've still got some loops here where it's not really, there's no grass yet. But anyways, yeah, oh my goodness, wow, that took way too friggin' long to fix. But now that that's done, let's get started on the whole AFK area. Yeah, this is the center block coming in, so I think I'm gonna base it around there, and I'm just gonna slap down, I don't know, a handful of hoppers here to get ourselves the start of a spot. Why am I using? Where's my? There's Diggy. Jeepers! What the heck? Now, what was the center? This is the center, so. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah, that's probably more than enough. Okay. Just to get a little bit of a hopper chain in place so that we can start collecting some of these goodies from all these sheepies here. And I think I'm going to actually dig down and make a kind of basement level to this area, and potentially at some point in the future throw a sorting system down there. But for the time being, actually, it's wool. That would be easy. Rather than actual full-on redstone sorting system, I should just have a hopper chain going around in a circle and fill up the chests so that each slot has something in it, so it'll just stack them up. Yeah, that's easy enough. Cool. Okay, there's an idea. So I just need myself a little chest room with like 16 double chests, maybe? Or stacks of double chests? Anyhoozle, I'll get that dug out, and I'll start slapping hoppers around, and we will get this thing going. Cool, cool. Well, I've dug myself out a bit of a room back here. Figured I'd have a nice little spot at this level, because this is where I'm going to come to do my AFK. Plus, I just, I changed the stairway up. I figured it would be nice to have little landings and spiral it around, and it comes out in basically, hello, the exact same spot it used to, but get off of me, you butthead. Oh, now this guy's gonna follow me down there, isn't he? Nope! You suck it, Mr. Leather Pants guy. And yeah, then I just followed the same pattern down, past this little area, down to underneath it, and down here, this is where I'm going to stick my chest room. And, oh, where did my hole go? There we go. This is in line with the spot I've chosen for the AFK. So I'm just going to have a hopper chain kind of circle this room back onto itself, and then beneath it, along these walls, I'm going to have rows of chests, and there should be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, perfect. 16 slots available, and I think I'm going to do 3 double chests, and then just do stairs above, and I'm probably going to dig this back a little bit farther. I think, yeah, I think it would look good to have some lighting behind the chests, but let's just get some of them in place now so I know exactly where I'm planning on sticking them. In fact, I think that's just at this level here, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. Awesome possum. Okie dokie. So if I want them to be double chests, I'll have to dig back by another one, and then one more for the wall. And methinks I'm just going to put, I think I'm just going to stick some glowstone in the wall, like, kind of centered height-wise, and probably just evenly space it along the walls. So I think that should be enough to kind of peek through. Maybe I'll leave an extra... I'll leave a gap of one behind it, just so there's some space for the light to kind of bleed over and kind of get into the whole area. So, yeah, that means I'm going to be clearing out a nice big chunk of space back here, though. So, I'm going to bring this back by 3. Alrighty. Ooh, and that's in line with somewhere else I've already been. Hopefully this doesn't clash with, like, the staircase or something. I don't think it should. Nah, I don't think it will. Anyhoozle, I'll get this dug out, and then I'll start chucking blocks around, and we'll see if we can't figure out something for the rest of this. Like, these hallways are pretty bland. These little landings are pretty bland. I'm going to want some form of decoration down here, I think. But I'm kind of at a loss as to what. Maybe just do some roof tiles or something. Anywho, first things first, I'm going to get a bunch of chests in here and get this thing actually operational. Cool, cool. Well, I'll see you once this is dug out. Well, what the hey? I've got a bunch of escapees again, and I just did a lap around here real quick, and there doesn't appear to be any missing blocks, so yeah, I can't blame this one on an Enderman. Besides, they can't even get in here in the first place, so I don't know. I guess these guys just glitched through the wall or something? I might have to actually build a perimeter wall around this whole sucker just to prevent crap like that from happening again. This is gonna be a pain in the patoot to get all these guys back in here. Oh man, I don't even have any wheat on me. Huzzah! Hopefully, okay, good. Good. Okay, guys. Hello. Come on. Get your butts back in the stupid... Well, looks like I'm gonna fight with this for the next, like, 20 minutes, half hour. Herding bloody sheep again. But, yeah, hopefully... I don't know. Hopefully if I kind of wall off the outside of this, or even just, like, put glass blocks down or something, we'll be able to prevent this from happening again in the future. Sigh. Alrighty, wish me luck. Oh, I see why. It'll be my own dang fault. Look at them all. I forgot I'd blocked this off. to start work down below. So yeah, we've just got like 1,000 entities crammed into this one tiny little spot. That's why they're glitching through the wall. Yay! Okay, well I better hurry up and get that put in place so that I can fix this thing. Otherwise this is just going to continue happening. So, off to the, the wood mill. I gotta get me a whole schwack load of chests so I can make myself the, like... Oh no, one got down there. Man. So I can make myself the, like, 100 hoppers I'm gonna need to get this thing off the ground. Dang it! Alright, I'll be back. Well, the hoppers are in place underneath, and I've been experimenting a little bit with, like, positioning and stuff, in order to make sure that all of the wool actually goes down into those hoppers below where I want it to. And I found that if I glassed off behind and to either side here beside me, plus putting this half slab here, it's not quite enough to just do that, but if I aim my shears up into this top corner, it makes sure that the sheep are pretty far along and also up high in the air, so that when the wool breaks off of them, it tends to want to jump up first, so it'll jump up, kind of hit the 2 blocks, and then just fall straight down. And this seems to be working a treat. Now it's just going to be a matter of getting a whack ton of wool. I'm going to have to do a couple of AFK sessions here, I think, just in order to get enough wool to actually get the not quite a filtration system up and running. Hello, sheepies. Ba 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 ba. There we go. Just gonna get this last batch and then I'll run downstairs. Yep, I might as well just run, because it's a never-ending loop. If I get these last 2, there'll be 2 more, and then these last 2, and oh, there's 2 more. but here we go. Walls of chests, and it's just a simple ring of hoppers that goes all the way around, and then it's a couple of hoppers down the backside of each of these chests, so that way anything that doesn't go in the system will just continue going around and around and around and around until it ends up down here. The only problem with this, not having an actual filter put into place, is the fact that everything's going to end up in this first chest for the first while. But the plan is to just fill every slot in each chest with its corresponding color, and then once they're full up, they won't be able to accept anything else, and then I'll just be able to accumulate full double chests of each of the colors. And it's gonna take a fair bit to get enough wool to actually fill the stinking things, but that's fine by me. Once I've had a couple of really good, like maybe overnight sessions here, it should be pretty much good to go, I think. Now, the next thing I want to worry about is I should probably consider some form of automatic, like, dispensing system that will give me new pairs of shears for when the shears I'm using break. That is something that I haven't really put any thought into yet, as far as how exactly I'm going to fit it in place up here. But methinks that if I have a hopper underneath this guy, because this is where we stand to shear these fellas as they go past, and a dispenser on, oh, it probably doesn't matter which side, spitting the shears towards me with a little just collection system that pops them back up into it, and then like a lever or a button or something to toggle it on and off. That should be good enough. And probably like a chest here and a dispenser here, and I'll just fill the chest with as many pairs of shears as I can manage to make, which should be buckets because the iron farm is up and running smoothly. So yeah, maybe I should figure that out, and then I can have a like real serious, like, go to work all day, do the day job, let it run overnight, and then come back to it in the morning and just have wool like mad. So that being said, let's put these shears away and grab some redstone-y type crap. I think I've already got There's some ferni. I'm pretty sure I've got, like... Okay, I got droppers, not dispensers, but that's probably better anyway. Okay. There's not a whole heck of a lot of room to shove this in place here, though. Well, let's see. We're going to have to start off with a chest, and those I know I've got someplace. Wow. And it'll be nice, too, to be able to get rid of all of this cluster of junk here that's just been kind of sitting in place ever since I started the build. All my, like, construction debris and all this just extra crap. Blech, I gotta get it the heck out of the way. But let's start off with a chest. Bloop. And then, yeah, I guess... let's just... Oops. Wrong button. Okay, dropper here facing this way. And this will need to be... Ooh, that can just be a chain. Okay, that works nicely. Okay, hopper pulling down, or hopper pulling down. They'll head this way. And I can have them into another dispenser, or another dropper, sorry, facing straight up. Okay, that works out nicely. And... bloop. And can I... Yes, there we go. Now, I'm pretty sure if there's a half slab on here, it's still going to pick stuff up. Let's just... Oh, crumb. Maybe not. Bollocks. Okay. Nuts. That's not good. What can I do instead, then? Because this was kind of the perfect height. But we could bring that up by one, and I guess I could just remove this. What if we bring it up, and then put some slab action there, and I'd be on, well, let's see, let's just use a dirt block for the time being. Patow! Yeah, that'll work. That'll be pretty much the exact same thing. And I guess I'll just raise all of this business by one. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okie doke. So, dropper facing up. Dropper facing, oops, that away. Hopper. El Chesterino. And I guess we can have ourselves the slab action right here as like a staircase to get in here. And now this is ugly. So let's get rid of this guy. Well, it's going to have to be at one of these two spots, though. Either here, and our view is craptastic, or here. Yeah, I think that works better. Okie doke. Now, to figure out the redstone on this sucker. Okay, we're going to need a clock to trigger both of these two, so that's going to have to... I'm going to have to get rid of some of my anti-Enderman slab action here in order to get in here and actually make some redstone magic happen. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of all this crap, too, first off. Yeah, because it's just in the stinking way, and we're not going to need any of this junk. So I'm going to empty out all these chests and move this, like, anvil and crud the heck out of here. So I'll get that taken care of first, and then I'll start working on this guy. Alrighty, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, this room's looking nice. I decided to go with the chiseled brick for the pillars anyway. Even these ones back here, you can't barely see them, but there's just enough there that it adds a nice little bit of detail, I think. And it's kind of nice having that light come from behind the chests, but I figured it wouldn't look right without a light source in the ceiling as well, so blam, there we go. But after I was done getting all of this in place, I realized I was being a bit of a dummy. That idea with just having the loop of hoppers going around feeding into this would have worked. It'd be a lot more efficient if it was just, say, one row of chests, like one chest for each color, because way that would work would be the chest would have to be entirely full, and so would the hopper behind it. And with this much wool, I'd have to have every single one of these chests completely full to the brim, plus the hopper chain behind them completely full to the brim with that color. And then I would only really essentially be left with enough excess storage on top of that. It would only be that loop of hoppers going around the top. So I should, yeah, I got silky. There we go. Not that I think it matters with chiseled stone bricks. Anyway, yeah, I decided to go ahead and put in a full-blown sorting system back here, because why not? I didn't bother recording any of it because you've seen me do this like 3-4 times already. You know how to make a sorting system by now. If not, just let me know and I can send you a link to a tutorial, or I can make one on my own, or what have you. But yeah, it's the same old, pretty simple. Who made this initially? Was it Impulse or Tango? I can't remember. But yeah, you just have your stack of what you're sorting, plus some filler, and a comparator that sends the signal down, and then underneath here there's another comparator that sends it across into a redstone torch, which in turn locks that hopper. So every time there is one additional of that color of wool in the system, bloop, it sends it through, down, and over. But if it's a different color or whatever, it just keeps continuing down the line. So that way I don't have to worry about coming back here and like manually sorting all the different colors until the system is full, just in order to get it to work properly. And that is going to be far less of a headache than coming back here and constantly taking all the wool out of here and then putting 3 in here and 3 in here and 3 in here. But after I did that, I did a bit of an AFK session, and I got a fairly decent amount of wool, and I spread it around anyway. I just to make it look better, I guess. I don't know. I didn't want to have any gaps in here for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm a doofus. I can... Oops. Come on now. I can live with it. But, oh, jeebers, come on. You know it's going to do that. Why did... Anyway. So we've got a pretty good start on all these different colors, and so far there's a lot more white than the rest of the colors, which is kind of what I was hoping for. And a heck of a lot of black for whatever reason. But everything else seems to be roughly around the same amount. In fact, these are like identical. I wonder if... Okay, crazy. That's kind of awesome. But now on to the shear dispenser. Oh yes, and I did a little bit of aesthetics down here. I just continued the trend with the pillars all the way up, and I figured I'd have a support pillar every place where it changed direction or what have you, and just at the bases of the stairs. And I did my old torch behind a cobblestone wall trick to get some light in here, and I think that looks pretty cool. I'm digging it, and it breaks it up nicely. And also it'll help me for when I'm heading up and down the stairs. Now that this is not just a great big sea of gray, I know automatically, okay, turn this way, durr, and it'll send me to the direction I'm headed. Alrighty, now to get this stinking thing up and running. Alrighty. There, and as far as the dispensing mechanism is concerned, that was actually a dang sight easier than I thought it was going to be. I just worked backwards from this torch. I knew that this torch would need to toggle on and off in order to fire both of these at the same time, and I managed to fit right beside it the lever to toggle the system. And it's just a simple comparator clock. The comparator gets the signal from the switch and feeds it through a delay back into itself, which then turns itself off and then back on and off and on and off and on, and then it steals that power and sends it to the block with the torch on it. And I just used repeaters here so that this redstone wouldn't connect here and just kind of mess the whole system up. And yeah, whenever there's power going through, those repeaters there, they just break up the signal, and you know, this laps around, turns it off, which in turn shuts off the power heading this way. But once these depower, it turns back on again, and it just put it on the full delay on these two and just made it do a nice slow clock, and we're good to go. So now I'm gonna just stand here doing a nice big long super crazy huge AFK session and see if we can't get a whole whack ton of wool in there. But At this point, I am going to say toodly pipski. So as always, if you like it, if you like what you see, go ahead and smack that like button. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Any comments, suggestions, or even if you just want to say hi, go ahead and leave some comments down below. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye!